morning, students. I am Mr. Fleming Harris. I am going to teach you adjectives and degrees of comparison as well. This is going to be for 8th standard students. Let us get into it. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes or modifies a noun. Again, I repeat, an adjective is a word that describes or modifies a noun. What are the kinds of adjectives we have in English? They are adjectives of quality, adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number, then demonstrative adjectives, then interrogative adjectives. Now let's see one by one in detail. Adjectives of quality. Adjectives of quality show the kind or quality of a person or thing. Adjectives of quality answer the question of what kind. So this can be understood by the example. Let's go to the example. First one, Kolkata is a large city. What kind of city Kolkata is? Kolkata is a large city. So we get the answer for what kind. That is the adjective of quality. So here the adjective is large and it is the adjective of quality. Next example is he is an honest man. What kind of man he is? Yes, he is an honest man. So honest is the adjective of quality. Now number 2 is adjectives of quantity. Adjectives of quantity describe the quantity of something. You know what do you mean by quantity? The amount, how much we have. Here, in order to identify what adjective kind it is, we have to ask another question, that is how much. Example, I ate some rice. How much rice I ate? I ate some rice. So we get the answer some. That is the adjective, and that too comes in the category of adjectives of quantity. Like that, next example is he showed much patience. How much patience he showed? Much. So much becomes the adjective of quantity. Then third example, he has little intelligence. How much intelligence he has? Little. So little becomes the adjective of quantity. Like that, next one, we have had enough exercise. How much exercise we have had? We have had enough exercise. So enough becomes the adjective of quantity. Then last example, he has lost all his wealth. How much wealth he has lost? All. So all becomes the adjective of quantity. Then next one, adjectives of number. Adjective of number show how many persons or things are meant, or in what order a person or thing stands. See, by the example you can understand better. Each hand has 5 fingers. How many fingers? Each hand has 5. So it is the adjective of number. Like that. Second one, I have taught you many things. How many things I have taught you? Many. So this becomes the adjective of number. All men must die. How many persons? All. It includes everyone. So all is the adjective of number. Like that, there are several mistakes in your exercise. How many? Several. So several becomes the adjective of number. Then last one, Sunday is the first day of the week. Here first becomes the adjective of number. Next one, demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrative adjectives point to which noun or pronoun you are speaking about. These 4 words will help you spot demonstrative adjectives. These words are this, that, these, and those. For example, this lady is stronger than Maha. Which lady? This lady. So this becomes the demonstrative adjective. Like that boy is industrious. Which boy? That boy. So it is again demonstrating. So it becomes demonstrative adjective. These books are good. Which books? These books. Good. These becomes the demonstrative adjective. Like that, last one, those girls must be encouraged. Which girls? Those. So those is the demonstrative adjective. Then next one, interrogative adjectives. Interrogative adjectives pose a question, asks a question. They need a noun or pronoun by their side. For example, what manner of man is he? Here, what is the interrogative adjective. Like that, which way shall we go? Which is the interrogative adjective. Like that, whose book is this? Whose. It becomes the interrogative adjective. Okay students, we have seen the kinds of adjective right now. We will see the degrees of comparison of adjectives. Shall we go? Adjectives in English have 3 different forms: positive, comparative, and superlative. What do these forms mean? The positive form is the basic form of the adjective. An example is the adjective red. The comparative form carries the meaning more. For example, redder means more red. The superlative form carries the meaning most. For example, reddest means most red. Unfortunately, these adjective forms are among the more difficult aspects of English. The change is according to how many syllables there are in a word, and according to which letter the word ends with. There is a lot to memorize, children, but don't worry. I'm here to help you. So, let's get started. Comparatives and superlatives are used to compare people, place, or things. Here we have three animals: a dog, a horse, and an elephant. How can we compare these three animals? Let's compare the dog and elephant with the adjective fast. We say the dog is faster than an elephant. Faster is comparative. A comparative compares two things. In this case, the dog and an elephant. Now, let us compare the horse with the other two animals. We say the horse is the fastest, which means horse is the fastest of all the three animals. Fastest is the superlative. A superlative compares one thing to all the others in the same group. In this case, we are comparing the horse to the other animals in the group, which are the dog and the elephant. Now, we need to learn how to make comparative and superlative. When an adjective has one syllable, such as fast or young, we put er at the end of the adjective to make it a comparative. The adjective fast is one syllable, so we just add er to the end of it. Faster, the adjective young is one syllable, we just add er to the end of it. Younger. Look at the example. A dog is faster than an elephant. We say faster, not more fast, as we do in some other languages. It is important to use than after the comparative. Faster than, slower than, younger than. To make superlative, we add est to the end of the adjective. Fast becomes the fastest. Young becomes the youngest. It is important to add the article the to form superlative. The horse is the fastest. Again, since the adjective has one syllable, we do not say the more fast. No, we say the fastest. When an adjective is one syllable that ends in an e, such as nice, strange, we just add r with the adjective to make it a comparative. The adjective nice becomes nicer, the adjective strange becomes stranger, and for superlative, just add st. So nice becomes nicest, The strange becomes the strangest. Look at these three monsters: Dean, Harry, and Frank. Harry is nicer than Frank. Yes, Frank looks like a grumpy monster. Amongst the three monsters, I think Dean is the nicest because he has a gift in his hand. For the three monsters, which is strangest? When an adjective has one syllable and ends in a consonant plus a short vowel plus a consonant just as big and hot, we double the last consonant and add er to the comparative and est to the superlative. For example, big. Consonant and a short vowel and ends with a consonant G. So we double the last consonant G. So we need to double G. Bigger. The superlative is biggest. Look at the weather on these 3 days: Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. How do we compare these 3 days using the adjective hot? Sunday was hot, Monday was hotter than Sunday, Tuesday was the hottest day. When an adjective has two syllables, such as happy or crazy, and also the adjective ends with the letter Y, we remove the letter Y and add IER for the comparative. So happy becomes happier. For the superlative, we also remove the Y and add IEST. So happy becomes the happiest. Crazy becomes the craziest. Here we have 3 children: Susan, Mary, and Mike. How can we compare these 3 children using the adjective happy? Mary is happier than Susan. Mike is the happiest. When an adjective has 2 or more syllables, we do not add er or est to the end of it. The adjective famous has 2 syllables, famous. So we cannot say famouser. No, it doesn't exist. The comparatives, we use the word more for the adjective with 2 or more syllables. So famous becomes more famous. For superlatives, we use the word the most before the adjective. So famous becomes the most famous. Expensive has 3 syllables. Expensive. So expensive becomes more expensive and the most expensive. Let us compare a bike, a car, and an airplane as a means of traveling. How can we compare them using the word expensive? A car is more expensive than a bike. The plane is the most expensive way to travel of 3. Of course, there are always exceptions in English. to call an exception for the adjectives good and bad. For good, the comparative is better. The superlative form is the best. For example, you are a better singer than John. We cannot say how good, more good. No. We don't say gooder. No. We say better. For bad, the comparative worst. The superlative is the worst. For example, it was the worst decision she had ever made. We don't say most bad or baddest. No, we say the worst. I think you would have understood better, children. That's all for today. Take care.